Alright guys, so we need to talk. If you don't know, I recreated the character Momo on Instagram and I got a lot of shit for it. So I think a lot of people don't really know the backstory, not only on the sculpture, but the actual hoax and what it actually is. I think there's a lot of misinformation going around, so I just want to come on here and fully give you guys all the facts and also give you my reasoning for recreating the look. The Momo challenge is not something that's new, and more importantly, it's a hoax that preys on the fears of parents. The premise of the story is that some evil person is targeting children through their technology and convincing them to do bad things or even harm themselves. It's a story that's been circulated for years and it just keeps getting updated to reflect the current times basically. So it started out with TVs, then it was the internet, last year it was WhatsApp, and this year it's YouTube. The device changes, but the premise always stays the same. It's a scary story and that's what urban legends are based off of. The problem with the Momo Challenge urban legend is that news stations got a hold of it and published it as fact. YouTube and law enforcement haven't found any evidence to prove these claims. And more importantly, they haven't found any correlation between suicides and the Momo Challenge. It didn't happen, guys. It's just simply people spreading rumors. When my boyfriend and I heard of this story, we were both like, that doesn't even sound real. Like, it doesn't even sound like, it just sounds fake. It sounds like something like completely fabricated. And it turned out that it was. You pretty much just need to question everything that you see, like, constantly. We live in a society where the internet is like running our lives, you know? It's in everything. So we really need to be careful what we actually take in as facts and really just do your research, that's it. You know, like, think a little deeper into things before you judge them, because most of the time if it's coming from the news, it's blown out of proportion more than it needs to be. Had there been substantial evidence, I never would have recreated this piece. It's never my intention to hurt anyone with my art. And yes, as an artist, we're here to evoke emotion, and sometimes people aren't in the right space to be able to feel that emotion. The face of Momo is just a sculpture that was created by a Japanese artist for a horror gallery. It was titled Mother Bird. It was so successful in evoking an emotion that I really wanted to recreate it and see if I could capture that same feeling. And just because some people don't want to feel something doesn't mean that it should stop you from creating. And yeah, I did get some backlash on this, but honestly, all in all, I would say that there was only about 10% of negativity, but it was so strong that I felt like I felt compelled to actually speak on it. And honestly, I try my best to respond to every single comment in all of my posts in general, but specifically with this one, and there were 1,000 comments, and I really made sure to take the time to respond to everyone and to allow them to feel the way that they felt and express the way that they felt, and we can talk about it. I always allow others to speak their opinion, and I keep it up. Like, I don't really delete comments or block people just for the hell of it. It really takes a lot in order for me to block you. I know for a few of these people I had to block them because they were literally just spewing negativity on everything and going into other conversations that had nothing to do with them, and literally just like pretty much throwing up, I just spit everywhere, pretty much just like throwing up like negativity all over everything. And it was just getting so annoying, like I couldn't like handle it. So those people were blocked, obviously. And if you're not changing your opinion based on facts, I'm just like, why are you even like commenting? You're literally just like commenting like hollow opinions. Like, it just doesn't even make any sense, you know? If you're not someone who is able to rationalize, then I'm just kind of like, okay, leave, you know? I think that people get confused when they see my Instagram page and think that I do cartoons, so I must be like rated G. My audience is between the ages of 18 to 35, and the reason why that is because most of my posts are kind of aimed like more like nostalgic, because it's what resonates with me. I go from how I grew up versus the shows that I watch today and what's important to me now. It's just like a big like combination of all of that, but I think that a lot of people get lost and think that I just do like cartoons. But I've also done a street art Mickey version where like you can't really tell whether he's like smoking dope or just smoking a cigarette. I've also done Mr. Burns with a Smithers tattoo with a heart around it on his chest. I've also done Flanders with a rainbow sweater. Like, I'm not necessarily a kid-friendly page. I think that, like I said, a lot of people kind of associate me with that because I do cartoons. But if you actually look really closely, they're not like like super kid-friendly cartoons. I don't know how, I'm like over-explaining myself now, but basically I'm a nostalgia page is kind of what it is. But I think that when edgy posts like this come out, I think a lot of people are kind of shocked. And like I said, again, I'm not downgrading the severity of the energy of this. I don't want to say the situation because the situation's fake, but I just wish that people could separate the art from the energy around it. Like I said, this is a sculpture that was made by a Japanese artist. It's called Mother Bird. It's a beautiful sculpture. It's a horror sculpture. It was made for a horror gallery. It's such a cool sculpture. Like I can't even get past it. It's so neat. And honestly, I just can't imagine being this guy who then sees that this is like causing this world phenomenon on something that he created, and somebody just made it so ugly, you know, surrounding it, and it just sickens me. I wanted to honor the sculpture, I wanted to honor the artist, and also, like I said, I did get a lot of requests for this look, and the only reason, again, that I did it was because it turned out to be a hoax. It was fake. That's why I did it. And then there was someone who commented who was like, so do you do everything that people request? And I'm like, no, I don't fucking do everything that someone requests. But if I appreciate the art behind it, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. All in all, I think I lost about maybe 60 to 100 followers with this post, but I'm really not that upset about it. I don't know if that makes me an asshole or not, but I'd rather not have followers who are small-minded. I'm an art page, like I've said like 1,000 times. Art exists to create an emotion, to make you think about things a little deeper. And yes, this might be a little ill-timed, or it might have gone too far in some people's perspectives, but if you think about it, any form of art takes it to another level. You know, you constantly hear about comedians going a little too far, or rappers, or singers, or actors. It happens in any form of art because we're all just trying to express ourselves and to think of things on a different level. And sometimes it comes across not the right way. I'm probably going to offend you one time or another. If you're going to question my character over one post that you might not fully agree with, then, you know, like, you can go. Because it's just, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know how much I truly care about my followers. And I really try to express that as often as possible. I try to respond to absolutely every single comment that I can. I really do put in the effort to show that I'm a real person and that I'm here. And for all of my followers who have stuck by me during this time and have been sticking up for me in the comments, I've been seeing you. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for being here and for continuing to support me, and for truly understanding who I am and knowing that my intentions are never bad. I love you guys, and I hope this clears the air a little bit to the ones who were skeptical about the situation or the news story or even my post or my reasoning for posting it. So yeah, I hope that you guys don't hate me because I love you, and yeah, if you have any requests, let me know. That was bad timing. Okay, bye guys.